Before we begin, kindly take a moment to silence your mobile phones to ensure a smooth and immersive experience for everyone.
Mr. Hofflin, a London born artist with over 20 years of teaching experience in Darjeeling, Nagaland, Dubai, and Delhi, has made significant contributions to theatre, film, and music. He is well known for his role as the Tire King in Band Baja Barat and his voice work in corporate films, TV ads, and audiobooks. In addition to his acting and singing, he designs and leads tailored theatres, workshops for students, teachers, and corporate groups, helping people of all ages connect with the creative process. Your presence here today is sure to inspire us to explore our own potential in performing arts. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Hoffland.
Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Sanjeev Bobby Desai as our esteemed guest of honor this evening. He is a seasoned leadership development consultant and an executive coach with Vyaktitva since 2013, bringing over 25 years of experience in executive search, product management, sales, and marketing. Beyond the professional accomplishments, Mr. Desai is a passionate theatre enthusiast. He has written, directed, and acted in over 60 productions, performing with renowned groups such as Barry John's Theatre Action Group, Faisal Al Qazi's Ruchika Theatre Group, and Amir Raza Hussein's Stage Door. His most recent role was playing Belle's father, Morris, in Disney's Broadway scale musical Beauty and the Beast. We are grateful to have you here with us tonight, and your presence only enhances the significance of this event. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Sanjeev Bobby Desai. We welcome you, sir.
We are fortunate to have amongst us Mr. Vikram Roy, President of the Society for the Advancement of Education, Mrs. Anubhail Roy, Secretary SAE, and Mr. Amitabh Bhattacharya, Manager CSI. We welcome you all. We are delighted to have the heads of our sister schools and neighboring schools. We welcome you all. I would now like to invite Mr. Sanjeev Bobby Desai to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage with a round of applause.
Good evening. I don't know why they've asked me to speak before the play, because I think people have already been waiting for about half an hour. So I'm not going to say very much, but I think encouraging theatre and drama in schools is one of the ways in which you can actually pull children out of their shells, and especially at this age when the hormones are raging. So a play like As You Like It, which kind of explores all sorts of themes related to gender, the differences between city life and, well, forest life, and how coming out from the city and getting in touch with nature in the forest can actually change your perspective on lots of things. So I think it's a great play to select, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this school has interpreted it. because I remember reading this play when we were in school. It was more years ago than most of you were alive. But it's a wonderful play because it's very light and there's a lot of comedy, and yet there are themes which may even include things like, gender confusion, gender fluidity, and which are things which are currently being talked about now in the year 2024, 2025. So I think it's a wonderful play. Thank you very much for having me here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. As we bring to you our presentation of As You Like It, one of the most celebrated comedies by the legendary William Shakespeare, you may wonder, why this play and what makes it relevant to us today? At its heart, As You Like It is a celebration of life's journey, love, identity, freedom, and the twists and turns of being human. Whether you're a student figuring out who you are, a parent reflecting on life's lessons, or a teacher guiding others through it all, this play has something for everyone. The forest of Arden, where much of the play unfolds, is a perfect metaphor for life, full of surprises, challenges, and opportunities for transformation. In this play, Rosalind takes a disguise to discover deeper truths about herself and the world around her, proving that sometimes to truly find ourselves, we have to take risks and try on new roles. And of course, there's the love. From sweet romance to quirky comedic moments. As You Like It shows us that love is unpredictable and sometimes even funny. With this, I would now like to invite Mr. Andrew Hoffland to speak a few words. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. I wish that we could have spoken after and not before, because I'm sure everyone has been waiting a long time, just as we are, and really looking forward to this. And I can only reiterate what has been said, that theatre for people, young people this age, is so important. It helps them not only to grow as individuals, it helps them to sort out a lot about themselves. I was lucky, I was introduced to theatre at the age of 7, but I actually started acting when I was 12. And it's carried me along right through my life journey. So even as a teacher, theatre was always there. In fact, my wife first saw me when I was on stage, and I was acting as a fat old man. So she knew what she was getting. And there's not really much to say, because Mr. Desai has already said everything about what kindly this is and what it means in today's world. So I really do not have a lot to say, except for I'm thrilled to be here, because I still get a kick out of watching young people doing something beyond what's in the book and what's in a normal school, and doing extracurricular activities, especially theatre, because this is something that will carry on with them for the rest of their lives and will help them right through their lives. It's an appreciation of art, and doing Shakespeare is just, if you have the right guidance, it enriches your language, it's going to prepare you. Because I remember telling someone once in one of the schools I used to teach in, I was a teacher for 20 years, and I said, someone once said, I don't need Shakespeare, I don't need classics, sir, I learn English in school, I know English. And I said, what you learn in your syllabus, that English, and the extra English that you will do with books and plays and other things, it's like buying a pair of Nike from the Friday market for 300 rupees back then, and buying Nike from the showroom for 3,000. The 300 one will last you maybe 2 months, whereas the one that's well made will last you a lifetime. And it's the same thing with English. If you're happy to learn just what's in the book and pass and get through school, that English will only take you so far. Whereas if you really delve into the depth of English and learn the craft and the art of the language, which this is going to help you with, this English will take you much further. So without much more ado, thank you very much for having me. As you like it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Dear audience, now's the time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance while you remember that life is a journey. And just like the characters in As You Like It, we all get to choose how we walk that path. Whether it's in the forest of Arden or the world outside, each of us has the power to decide as we like it. Thank you. Let's have the show begin.
Good evening, dear friends. Come, gather near. In a world of enchantment, where dreams appear, through the whispers of leaves and the moon's gentle glow, we'll wander through Arden, where love's rivers flow.
Oh, step into the shadows, let your heart take a flight. In the dance of the forest, where day meets the night. With laughter and longing and secrets to share, a tale of discovery waits in the air.
Duke Senior in banishment, wise and forlorn, while Duke Frederick's schemes a usurper reborn. Rosalind, bold daughter with courage so bright. Celia, her cousin, a beacon of light.
Step into the shadows, let your heart take a flight. In the dance of the forest, where day meets the night. With laughter and longing and secrets to share, a tale of discovery waits in the air.
Oliver and Orlando, sons of brave Rowland, while Charles the Wrestler makes his bold stand. Touchstone, the jester, with wit like a spark. Jacques, the philosopher, finds truth in the dark. Amiens sings sweetly as Adam and Courtier stands by, while Corin, the shepherd, share love's tender sigh. Sylvia's young and yearning for Phoebe's fair gaze. Audrey, the goatherd, in love's gentle haze.
Step into the shadows, let your heart take a flight. In the dance of the forest, where day meets the night. With laughter and longing and secrets to share, a tale of discovery waits in the air.
Now the air thickens with passion and strife as secrets unravel and dreams come to life. With high and sweet blessing, let love's truth ignite in a whirlwind of joy, in a fervent delight. So gather your courage, let your spirit soar. In the magic of Arden, we are forevermore. With every heartbeat, let the echoes resound as we plunge into love where true bliss is found.
Oh, step into the shadows, let your heart take a flight. In the dance of the forest, where day meets the night. With laughter and longing and secrets to share, a tale of discovery waits in the air. Oh, step into the shadows, let your heart take a flight. In the dance of the forest, where day meets the night. With laughter
men, settle in and let your imagination wander as we take you to a world where every encounter is charged with possibility and every twist of fate is a step towards an unforgettable adventure. But before we dive into the heart of Arden, we start our journey in a bustling court where tension brews.
Good Charles, the young man's coming here to wrestle with you. He is my younger brother, and I have made a plan to have him beaten. He is strong, but lacks experience. Take care, for he is my younger brother, and I want him hurt.
You have my promise, Oliver. I will make sure he's given a proper challenge. He will be taught a lesson in wrestling and maybe more.
You see, Charles, my brother Orlando has long been a thorn in my side. He's a good youth, but is often in the way. I want to show him that he's not as strong as he thinks he is. So let him come and fight, and may his pride be humbled by your might.
Don't worry, Oliver. I will make sure he's given a proper challenge. He will be taught a lesson in wrestling and maybe more.
I am glad to hear it. Make sure he's taught a lesson he won't soon forget. I have long resented his presence in our house. This should set him straight.
Just leave it to me, and I will handle him.
Thus, Oliver's scheme was set. Orlando, unaware of his brother's deceit, prepared for the wrestling match that would soon unfold.
Orlando, my good lady.
I don't know you by sight, but I know your father's name well, and I respect him greatly. Because of that, I will do what I can to honor you as a son.
I am glad that I have found so good a lady who is in my favor.
Take this locket as a sign of my liking. You have performed your part with gallantry. I'm glad to have met you.
I will hold it as a token of this day.
Farewell till I see you again.
But who are you? I do not know your name.
I'm a simple maid. That's all I am. But if you see me again, you know me.
I will come back to you soon.
In the wake of the wrestling match and the enchanting encounter with Rosalind, Orlando found himself filled with curiosity about the lady who had so captivated him. Seeking answers, he approached one of the courtiers present at the event.
Pray, sir, who is that young lady? The one who gave me this locket. Can you tell me her name and rank?
The young lady you speak of is Rosalind, the daughter of the Duke Senior.
who now lives in exile in the forest of Arden. Her father's fortunes have been displaced, yet she maintains her grace and noble spirit. She is known to be kind, fair, and highly respected.
Duke Senior's daughter? That is most surprising. I had no idea. I shall remember her and the kindness she has shown me.
Indeed, she is of noble birth, though now she lives as a simple maid in the court, but her virtues are as noble as her lineage.
Just as Orlando begins to fathom the significance of his meeting with Rosalind, dark news awaits him. A warning from an old servant would soon thrust him into a perilous journey.
Oh, my dear master, I bring grave news. Your brother Oliver has hatched a wicked plan. He is coming to burn your stables and set fire to all that you hold dear. You must flee before it is too late. Here, I have brought you some gold to help you on the way. Take it and go.
What? Burn my stables? This is a treacherous deed. We cannot stay here. Arden, you have my gratitude. I will take this gold and run. But where shall I go?
Flee to the forest of Arden, where Duke Senior and his followers live in exile. It's a place of safety and solace, away from our brother's marriage. Go quickly and take the gold with you.
Thank you, good Arden. I will not forget your loyalty and kindness. We shall both leave at once for Arden together.
As Orlando and Adam journey to the forest of Arden, they leave behind the coach and their past. Meanwhile, in the court, new troubles brew. Rosalind and her cousin Celia, who witnessed the events of the wrestling match, now face their own trials. The turbulent winds of fate would soon change their lives once again. Rosalind's presence, though innocent, began to overshadow Duke Frederick's daughter, Celia. The Duke, keen to preserve his daughter's standing, took drastic measures.
Why, Cousin Rosalind? Is it really true that you have fallen so deeply for Orlando, the youngest son of old Sir Roland, so suddenly?
My father, the Duke, loved his father dearly.
So, does that mean you shall love his son dearly as well?
Let me love him for that reason, and I want you to love him because I do. Look, here comes the Duke.
With a look full of anger?
Get out of our court as quickly as you can.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin, if you're found within 20 miles of the court within the next 10 days, you will die.
Please tell me what I've done wrong.
You are your father's daughter. That's enough of a reason.
If she's a traitor, then so am I. Pronounce the same sentence on me, my lord. I cannot live without her.
Huh, you're being foolish. If you stay beyond the time I've given, I swear you will die.
Oh, poor Rosalind. Where will you go? Would you like to change fathers? I'll give you mine. Let my father find another heir. Let's figure out how we can escape together. I'll come with you.
But where should we go?
To find my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Oh, what danger it would be for us. Maids like us should travel so far. Beauty attracts thieves more than gold.
Well, I'll dress in simple clothes and darken my face. You can do the same. That way, we'll pass unnoticed and avoid trouble.
Wouldn't it be better, since I'm taller than usual, if I dressed as a man completely? With a coat and a spear. And though I might still have some fear, we'll act brave just like the men do.
And what will I call you when you're a man?
I'll take no name worse than Jove's own fate. So you can call me Gary. What will you be called? Something that fits my new status. No longer Celia, but Eliana.
But cousin, what if you try to take a fool from your father's court? Wouldn't he be a comfort on our journey?
Oh, he'll come with us across the world. Let me handle persuading him. Let's go. Here you are, Touchstone. Oh, no, 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 no! We are leaving the court, Rosalind and I, and we want you to come with us to the forest of Arden.
The forest of Arden, a place full of trees and beasts? Why, I hardly think it fit for a fool like me.
Oh, but we need you here, Touchstone. The wild is full of dullness. Who else will make us laugh and keep our spirits high?
True, true, a place for a fool would be dreadfully dull, indeed. But tell me, why did you come from the court for such a place? The court has become harsh for us, Touchstone, but the forest offers freedom. Will you not join us? Freedom, and I suppose it wouldn't be much of an adventure without me.
Exactly. You will make the journey lighter with your company. And who knows, the forest might teach even a fool a few things.
Well, if that's the case, I suppose the forest of Arden shall have the pleasure of a fool. And yours, ladies, lead on.
Perfect. Let's not waste any more time.
This is wonderful. The forest would be blessed to have me. Behold, in the heart of the forest of Arden, where nature's bounty thrives unspoiled, Duke Senior and his companions, when cast out, find peace and renewal. Amidst the green embrace of the woods, they live contentedly, their days in harmony with the forest's gentle rhythm.
In Arden, oh, in Arden, oh, in Arden, how shall we learn to be? How shall we learn to be? Oh, in Arden, oh, in Arden, how shall we learn to be? How shall we learn to be? Oh, in Arden, oh, in Arden, how shall we learn to be? How shall we learn to be? Oh, in Arden, oh, in Arden, how shall we learn to be? Holding all the friends and family in exile.
Gather round as we make a song. How shall we sing of grace in this strange place? I don't know, but I'll sing along.
In Arden,
Find the use and not distress.
in Arden,
We should love to see adversity and kindness.
in Arden,
We should love to see the forest and the trees.
learn to see the forest for the trees. Oh, when the icy winter wind benumbs my body, you know I shiver, I am still alive. I smile and thank the wind for its honesty, reminding my skin is thick enough to survive. In Arden, we shall study all the sermons in the stones. In Arden, we shall hear the language of our hearts and bones. In Arden, we shall read the book in sacred
when we occupied the native home and hunt them down. We're no better than your brother who displaced us just the same.
Well, Jax, it does hurt me the poor daughter soul should in their own confines have the round hunches board.
But the deer themselves are just as bad as we are. I recently saw him with an arrow in his heart on his dying breath. And when the other deer went by, they just ignored their wounded kin, deliberately leaving her to a cold and lonely death. And another thing. Wait, I lost my train of thoughts.
Jax, I love to go with you in this swollen pits, but you are full of matter. Everybody, 2, 3, 4. We're made up from the brain.
We shall find that we're made of selfishness and pain.
We shall search for harmony in every turn.
We shall make the same mistakes and never learn.
We shall unify.
We shall all soon die.
We shall pitch a tent.
We shall ruin the environment.
We shall reach out in the darkness and arise. We shall see the light within each other's eyes. We shall make a sanctuary all as one. Our lips shall be our shepherd and our son.
Till it burns out and kills us all.
Together we'll heal our wounds. 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 In arden.
Exit.
Now, my friends and fellow exiles, are not these goods more free from dangers than the endless court? Sweet are the uses of adversity that find voices in trees, books in the babbling brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. I would not trade it.
Happy is your grace that can turn fortune's stubbornness into such peaceful and delightful moment. Why, how now, Jack? What? You look so merry.
A fool! A fool! A fool! I met a fool in the forest! A monkey fool! A wretched world! What would you have if there were a fool? I must have freedom like the wind to blow on whom I please for some fool's hack. But who comes here?
Forbear! I eat no more.
Why have I eaten none yet?
What would you have?
I nearly perished for food. Let me have some of yours.
Well then sit down and eat, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently? Pardon me, I pray you. I thought all hair was savage and vile. If ever you have seen better days, if ever a tear has touched your eye, let my gentleness be my strong plea, in which hope I blush and sheath my sword.
It's true. We've seen better days.
Then spare your food a little while. I will also bring Arden, my old servant, who is weak and hungry. Let him also share in your kindness and partake of your bounty.
You see, we are not alone in our misery. This vast and varied stage presents more sorrowful scenes than the one wherein we find ourselves.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his act being 7 ages, At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. And then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and a shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his missus's eyebrow. And then the soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in a fair round belly with good cape lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank and big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is the second childishness and mere oblivion. Thorn's teeth, Thorn's eyes, Thorn's taste, Thorn's everything.
That was very well said, Jax. Well then, let's have some music. Or, good cousin, sing for us.
Winter, winter, heart not so
and his companions, finding solace in their rustic life, the heart of the forest of Arden beckons us further into its enchantment. Here love and laughter intertwine with the whispers of the woods. In this very forest, young Orlando, smitten by the beauty of Rosalind, adorns the trees with love notes, each a testament to his deep affection. His heartfelt messages, inscribed on barks and leaves, transform the woodland into a canvas of romance.
Hang there, my poem, as proof of my love. O moon, look down with your pure light from your pale face in the sky at the name that rules my heart, Rosa. These trees will be my pages, and I will carve my thoughts into their bark, so that anyone who walks through this forest may see your goodness everywhere. Go, Orlando, carve on every tree the name of the beautiful, pure, and indescribable woman.
Amidst this poetic display, the playful banter of Touchstone and Corin offers a contrast of courtly wit and rustic charm. Their lively discussion about the differences of court and country life adds a touch of humor to the serene setting.
So, how do you find the shepherd's life, Master Touchstone? Truly, shepherd, the fields do please me well, but as compared to the court, they seem tedious. How about you? Have you ever been to the court, shepherd? No, truly. Then you are damned. Damned? Damned for not being at the court? Explain? Why, if you have never been to the court, you have never seen good manners. Without seeing good manners, your own manners must be wicked. And wickedness is sin. And sin is damnation, shepherd. Not at all, Touchstone. Those who have good manners at the court are as ridiculous in the country as countrymen are mocked in the court. You told me courtiers kiss their hands. It would be unseemly if courtiers were shepherds. Truly. Briefly, please. We are still tending our uses fells are greasy. Do not your courtiers' hands sweat? Is it not the grease of a mutton as wholesome as the sweat of a man? You have to go leave it for me. I'll rest. Ooh, here comes your master Ganymede, my new mistress's brother.
And as fate would have it, fair Rosalind, disguised as Ganymede, and a faithful cousin Celia, now Eliana, stumbled upon these love-laden trees. Their discovery of Orlando's tokens of love set the stage for an encounter filled with both jest and earnestness. Thus, let us turn our gaze to Orlando's romantic quest and witness how the forest weaves together love, wit, and wonder.
From the east to western end, no dwell is like Rosalind. Her beauty being mounted on the wind through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but dull to Rosalind. Let no face be kept in mind but the fair of Rosalind.
For a taste, if a heart do lag behind, let him seek out Rosalind. If a cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosalind. Such a nut is Rosalind. He that the sweetest rose will find must find love's prick and Rosalind. This is the very fast gallop of horses. Why do you think yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool. Stand aside. Here comes my sister reading.
Nature presently distills Helen's cheek, but not her heart. Cleopatra's majesty, Atlanta's better part. Sad Lucretia's modesty, Rosalind of many parts, of many faces, eyes and hearts. Heaven would that she these gifts should have, and I, to live and die, her slave. Step aside, friends. Come on, shepherd, go with him, lad. Come on, shepherd, let's go. Did you hear? Aren't you curious about why your name is carved into these trees?
Please tell me who did this.
Oh, it's just so amazing. So wonderfully amazing. And then, even more amazing.
Stop teasing. Just tell me.
It's young Orlando.
Orlando?
Yes, Orlando.
Oh no, what'll I do with my clothes? What did you do when you saw him? What did he say? How did he look? Where is he going? When will you see him again? Oh, just one word.
You need a big mouth to answer all that. It's too much to say quickly. Answering all this is harder than a catechism.
Does he know I'm in the forest dressed as a man? Does he look as fresh as he did when he wrestled?
Well, I saw him under a tree like a fallen acorn. Wait, is he coming this way?
It's him. Hide and watch. Hey, Forrester.
Yes, what do you want?
There's a man carving Rosalind into the trees here. If I saw him, I'd give him some advice, for he seems completely lovesick.
I am not talking about. Please, tell me how to fix it.
Ah, love is just madness. I can give advice on how to cure it. But first, I must ask, are you prepared for such a cure?
I will do anything. Tell me how to fix it.
Ah, love is just madness. You must be patient. You must not be hasty. You must let her see your devotion slowly, over time.
But I have been patient. I have written her poems, left her verses.
Ah, but patience is not in words alone. A lover who rushes, who overwhelms, makes love into a contest. You must be steady as the sun is steady.
I understand. I'll be patient and steady, like the sun.
Good. Now you must learn to speak from the heart, but not with excess. The truly devoted lover does not say all at once, but lets his love grow through actions.
I get it. I will show her my love through actions, not just words.
Good. That is the heart of a true lover. Patience, sincerity, devotion. You must let her see that you will remain constant, no matter the trials.
I will wait. I will prove myself to her day by day.
Good. Then you have learned the true lessons of love. Patience, sincerity, devotion. Go now, Orlando, and show her the man you've become.
Thank you, gentlemen. I will not forget what you have taught me.
As Rosalind and Orlando depart, their hearts light with playful joy. The forest weaves its magic elsewhere. In a different part of Arden, that stone, ever the gesture, meets Audrey, a humble goatherd. Though his jests flow freely, Audrey's straightforward nature find his wit rather puzzling.
My goats! My goats!
And now, Audrey, am I winning your heart? Do my plain looks please you?
Your looks? Well, I suppose. What looks?
I'm here with you and your goats like the poet out among the goats. I wish the gods had made you poetical.
I don't know what poetical means. Is it honest and true?
Not quite. The best poetry is often all make-believe and lovers are fond of it.
Don't you want me to be honest?
Of course, to waste honesty on a simple-minded woman is like putting good food on a plate. Ah!
I'm not simple-minded, though I thank the gods for who I am.
Well, praise the gods for how they made you. Regardless, I'll marry you.
May the gods grant us joy.
Come, sweet Audrey, let's be married.
Let's get married.
Oh, Audrey! As Dalton and Audrey leave to embrace their new life, we find Sylvius, the lovesick shepherd, chasing after Phoebe, who remains indifferent. Yet, in this enchanted forest, love takes many forms. Phoebe's heart is now caught up in an unexpected fascination with Rosalind's disguise. What a twist in a tale of love.
Phoebe, oh Phoebe, please don't scorn me. If you ever feel the flutter of affection in a fresh face, then you'll understand the invisible wounds that love's sharp arrows inflict.
Until then, don't come here. And when that time comes, don't trouble me with your mockery. Don't expect my pity. For now, I've come to you.
And why should that be? Just because you think yourself with beauty, must you then be proud and unkind?
What's this? Why do you look at me like that?
I think she means to dazzle my eyes too. Don't get your hopes up, proud lady. You foolish shepherd! Why do you roam around like a misty wind blowing aimlessly? It's fools like you who make the world so miserable. Lady, take advantages of chances when they come. You may not be fit for every circumstance. Show mercy to the man. Love him, accept his offer. And you, shepherd, take her. Farewell.
Please stay and scold me a while. I'd rather hear sharp words than a poem.
He has fallen for your harshness, and she'll fall for my anger. I'll treat you to some sharp words. Why do you look at me like that? I tell you, don't fall in love with me, for I am as fickle as promises made in wine. Besides, I don't like you.
Who ever loved that loved not at first sight?
Sweet Phoebe,
What is it, Sylvia?
I want you and no one else for a wife.
Sylvia, there was a time I hated you. But now, though I still don't love you, and tolerate your company.
Smile now and then, and that will be enough for me.
Do you know the youth who spoke to me earlier?
Not very well, but I have seen him around.
Think not I love him. So I asked about him. There was a pretty color in his lips. The best thing about him is his complexion. I neither love him nor hate him. But I do have more reason to hate him than to love him. Why did he scold me? I'll be sharp with him. Come with me, Sylvius.
Phoebe, with all my heart.
In the peaceful forest of Arden, Duke Frederick walks alone, filled with regret and anger. He had driven his own brother, Duke Senior, into exile, all for the sake of power. Now, he searches for Orlando, thinking him a threat. But the calm beauty of the forest only makes his pain worse. It forces him to think about the loneliness he has caused by his greed for power. Surrounded by the peaceful forest and the joy of its people, Frederick begins to see how empty his choices have been. He feels the loss of his family and the kindness he once knew. In this quiet place, the forest makes him face his guilt. It gives him a chance to think about changing his ways and finding a better path.
What have I done? My ambition has cost me everything. I drove my own brother away.
all for power. And now I'm alone in this forest.
Duke Frederick, you seem to be burdened by your choices. I have been watching your journey. You have the chance to change.
Who are you? And why do you care about my troubles?
I'm here to guide those who have lost their way. Go, find Duke Senior. Speak to him honestly.
Why would he want to forgive me? I betrayed him and forced him into exile.
Forgiveness is not easy, but it is possible. Acknowledge your wrongs and reach out to him. It starts with humility.
I've been so focused on my own desires that I forgot what family means.
You have the power to change your path. Go, find Duke Senior. Speak to him honestly.
You're right. I can't let pride stand in the way anymore. I'll go find him and apologize.
That's the first step towards healing. Remember, true strength comes from compassion.
Thank you. I won't miss this chance.
Remember, Duke, the forest is full of hope for those who seek it.
In the peaceful forest of Arden, Oliver, once driven by jealousy and ambition, walks alone and exiled from his own life. The forest is changing him, making him reflect upon his past mistakes. Though he struggles with guilt, he begins to feel remorse and wonder if he can make things right. As the story unfolds, Oliver's transformation will be tested and reconciliation with Orlando may become possible. The forest of Arden is once again simmering with unexpected twists and enchanting surprises.
Orlando, what fortune to encounter you here?
Oliver, our paths cross once more. Yet your presence does not seem to herald peace.
Peace is not so easily won. How can I overlook the wrongs you have done me?
And I cannot forget the bitterness of our past. But perhaps the past should no longer be a burden.
You speak of forgetting. But can old wounds be healed so easily?
Let us test the strength of our bond through actions rather than words.
What pieces are hidden thus?
Fear not, Oliver. I shall confront this menace.
By the grace of heaven, you have saved me? My heart softens.
No thanks are needed. I acted as any brother would.
How can I remain stubborn after such a selfless act? I now see the nobility within you.
Let us reconcile, Oliver. The past cannot be undone, but we can forge a better future.
Agreed. I wish to marry Eliana. Will you assist me?
With all my heart, we shall make things right.
As the sun rises on the day of joy and union, the forest of Arden transforms into a grand stage for celebration of love. The celestial goddess Hymen descends upon this verdant glade to bless the couples and sanctify their unions. The forest, which has seen trials and triumphs, now witnesses culmination of all romantic entanglements. With Hymen's divine presence, the promises of love are about to be fulfilled, and the heart of the forest of Arden beats in anticipation of a joyous conclusion.
It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey, noddy do and a hey, noddy noddy do. That o'er the green cornfield did pass in springtime, in springtime, in springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds just sing hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, sweet lovers of the spring. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds just sing hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, sweet lovers of the spring. Between the acres of the rye with a hey and a ho and a hey, noddy do and a hey, noddy noddy do. These pretty country fools would lie in springtime, in springtime, in springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds just sing hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, sweet lovers of the spring. In springtime, the only
Orlando, do you believe this youth can keep his promises?
Sometimes I do, and other times I doubt. Hope and fear of a mix, making me wonder.
Ganymede? Ganymede was Rosalind.
With grace and heavenly power, rejoice in this blessed hour. Good Duke, receive your daughter, so bright, from heaven's hand to join in love's light. Here she stands with a heart's delight.
To you, Orlando, I give my heart.
If what I see is true, you are my daughter.
If what I see is true, you are truly my Rosalind.
If everything is true and clear, then to you, my dear love, I must say goodbye.
Frederick, what brings you here? I did not expect to see you in these woods.
I've come seeking forgiveness, dear brother. My heart has been heavy with regret since the day I cast you out. The peace of this forest has shown me the folly of my ambition.
Is this a trick? Or has the Duke truly changed?
No trick, Orlando. I have seen the error of my ways. I was blinded by jealousy, and in my pursuit of power, I lost sight of what truly matters. I will restore you as the rightful Duke. You deserve to lead this realm with wisdom, not ambition.
It takes courage to admit one's wrong, but can you truly mean it?
I do. I seek not just to mend our bond, but to bless these unions before us. Your happiness, dear brother, is my wish. And to you all, I extend all your blessings. May your love bring peace to this forest. I was wrong to let ambition drive us apart. Family and love should always prevail.
With these words, let the blessings flow. A united heart
Let's celebrate this grand occasion. Now, I must bring closure to all these events. 8 hearts must now join their hands in marriage.
Let all the couples be blessed.
May truth and joy be our guide while we sing and dance with our hearts open wide. Ask yourselves to ease your wonder. This will make sense as we finish our tale.
Let's proceed with these rites, hoping they'll end in true joy and delight, with no more to mend.
And so, dear friends, as we draw curtains on our tale, let us bask in the warmth of joy and laughter that fills the forest of Arden. What a wondrous journey we have shared. From tangled loves and heartfelt reconciliations to a grand spectacle of joyous union.
As the sun sets on this delightful day, we hope you have enjoyed the merry mix of romance, comedy, and enchantment. The lovers have found their happiness. The discord has turned into harmony, and the spirit of celebration lights up the forest. May the echoes of our song and dance remind you of the magic that brings people together and the joy that springs from true love. Here's to finding a bit of Arden in our hearts and carrying its light and laughter with us always.
This carol they began that hour with a hey and a ho and a hey, noddy do and a hey, noddy noddy do. How that life was but a flower in springtime, in springtime, in springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds just sing, hey-ding-a-ding-a-ding, 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 sweet lovers love the spring. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds just sing, hey-ding-a-ding-a-ding, 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 sweet lovers love the spring.
Thank you for being a part of this splendid adventure. Farewell, and may your days be as bright and joyous as the springtime that graced our stage.
Hope you all enjoyed the play. I would now request Principal Ma'am to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Ansh. Good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to extend heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to making tonight's performance of Shakespeare's As You Like It a memorable experience. Firstly, a huge round of applause for our students whose talents and dedication brought the magic of Shakespeare alive on the stage today. To our incredible team of teachers, thank you for mentoring and guiding the students with enthusiasm and ensuring every detail was perfectly executed. I appreciate the efforts of the admin team and the housekeeping staff. Dear parents, your constant support has been pivotal in nurturing the confidence of our students. A warm and sincere thanks to our esteemed guests of honor, Mr. and Mrs. Hofflin and Mr. Sanjeev Desai. Your gracious presence has added prestige to this event, and your inspiring words have truly motivated us all. I'm also deeply grateful to the principal of the neighboring school and sister schools for their presence here. Your presence strengthens our bonds and inspires us to strive for excellence. Thank you. Special thanks to our school management for their trust in our vision and for enabling us to dream big and make those dreams a reality. Thank you, sir and ma'am. To the core team, I offer my sincere appreciation. Harshit and Harsha, please, for their work as scriptwriters. Vishesh for his outstanding direction of the play. Neeraj Barolia for choreographing dance sequences. Sarthak for his remarkable work on music and choir. Vikas for infrastructure support. And Raya for seamlessly coordinating the entire production. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you. Well done.
As we close the evening, we warmly invite all our parents and guests to join us for refreshments. Thank you once again, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.